Hi guys, it's Nikki Beck with Laura's Legacy. I'm here to do a Q&A with you guys and I hope you will enjoy it. I am going to jump right in and try to answer some of your questions. I wrote them down hoping that I will touch upon most of them that you guys asked me. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and see what I can do. I did record a video, but it was 29 minutes and it won't upload to YouTube. So here we go again, take two, see what happens. Okay, so I have some questions that, in multiples that I was asked, so I'm going to try to get through these and see what I can do. Candace from Georgia asks me, do I have just one child? Yes, I just have Jet, and he is my miracle baby. I spell his name with 2 T's, and yeah, so I think I'm good with one because I run around after him all the time, and I devote like every second I can to him, but he's a great kid and I just love him. He started opening car doors for me when he was like 7 or 8. I'm like, wow, he's a great kid. Was I born and raised in Indiana? No. I was born in Illinois and I lived about 40 miles southwest of Chicago. And I did not care for, Indiana, Illinois. I like Indiana. I was not a fan of Illinois. I told my mom before she passed away, as soon as I can, I'm out of Dodge. Except for the food, I really did not like Illinois. And I know I didn't get very far with moving to Indiana, but it's so much nicer. It just feels so much more homey and like safe. It has a totally different vibe to it. So I love living in Indiana. Lulu asks me what was the best bargain that I ever found, and while I was shopping, what's the best and worst thing I bought from the DT? So great questions. One of the best things that I ever found while I was bargain shopping was these Department 56 Snow Village houses, I guess they're called, Snow Village. My mom had a whole collection of them and they were passed down to me. And I found one, like a couple actually, for like $2.99, $3.99. So that was like an awesome deal. My mom used to collect these things called Charming Tales, and I don't know what happened to her collection. I really wish I did. I can't remember, but they kind of look like this. This is one she definitely had, and I found it at Goodwill. I think. I'm trying to think. I know I found Charming Tales at Goodwill, though. And this is one exact one that she had. And I found this one at a garage sale for 50 cents. She used to collect these little mice, and they just are so cute. So cute. And this one was, I think I still have the tag on it. Look at that. 50 cents is what I paid for it. And it was inside of a butterfly too, so it was screaming for me, saying, I'm still with you, Nikki, I'm still here. So I collect those. So that was like the best bargain I ever found. The best and worst thing from the DT, best thing for sure was that Reese's Puff cereal. I bought like 7 boxes and I ate like one whole box by myself. Jet did not even get to any of the boxes because I like ate it dry. It was the best. It was like, they were the best. Just add a little powdered sugar to them, and I didn't do that, but it would have been really good. The worst thing I've ever bought at DT is makeup, and I will tell you why very shortly. Ashley B wants to know what's my favorite hobby, and I would say it's scrapbooking. I love to take pictures of like really scenic things though. I'm always looking for the best shot. I just love taking pictures. Probably why my son, hates me stalking him, running around, taking pictures of him all the time. And I really, really, really love makeup, although that's not a hobby. So I will share with you guys on that in a minute or two. Kathy wants to know if I have a craft room and if I do a tour of it and what I like to organize my things in. And I have an entire bedroom that's dedicated to just my crafts. And I keep the most of it in like these storage, not containers, but shelves that I bought from Michael's, and they stack on top of each other, and some have like drawers and others have like shelves and things like that, and it looks really, really nice. But it's a mess right now. I don't know the last time I walked into an art room and saw it clean. I'm messy when it comes to my crafts, but then I'll eventually clean it up, and I've just gotten behind with it. But I would like to do a tour, and you guys will keep me on point to do a tour. And obviously my favorite crafts are doing my scrapbooks of my son. I do like doing pocket letters. I just started doing them, and I would like to do a video maybe of that really, really soon. I was asked this by a few of you, and that was, what kind of work do I do? And I will share that with you in just a second. I want to tell you a little bit more about my son and my fur babies, because that was a question as well. My fur babies, I used to have 4 dogs. My mom's dog, Daisy, when she died, I just felt like I lost a link to my mom. She was an adorable dog. Nittany, she was my golden retriever, and we had to put her to sleep last year, and it happened to be on the anniversary of my mom's passing, so that was really hard. I have Maya, who I think is about 12. We rescued her from an animal shelter. I should have called her Houdini, because she would get loose every time, and she would run around the subdivision, hook up with her friends, and I would find her, and she was like, busted, back in the house, girl. And she's an amazing dog. She's super smart. She's a mixture of a German Shepherd and something else, we're not sure. And then I have my little Roo, who is a Morkie, and she's a mixture of a Maltese and a Yorkie. The cutest dog ever. She has the face of an angel, but the bottom end of a demon. I kid you not. She will poop and pee all over the house if we don't get to her in time to let her outside. She has the bladder of maybe the size of a pea. And she just, she'll bark a little bark at the door, but if you don't hear her and get to her fast enough, she'll go. And it's like fire alarm. You have to get to her. Avalanche. It's coming. You have to get to her. So I call her my favorite mistake, although she's not a mistake, but she is just the cutest thing. If it wasn't for Jet, I would have shipped her to Canada in a box without a return address label. So, but no, she's so cute. I wouldn't have done that. I'm allergic to cats, so I can't have a cat. Let's see. What kind of work do I do? Okay, so I'm going to start by telling you that I was a history teacher for 9 years. I taught history and geography and sociology, like government, 6, 7, 8, all the way through 12th grade. I did that for 9 years. And then I went to the other side of the fence and became an assistant principal for 11 years. And I fell into doing history it was a weird story. I was ready to get into elementary education, but they told me that the department was closed. And I'm like, what do you mean the department's closed? What do you do, like a lockdown? I'm like, what do you mean it's closed? And they said, there's a waiting list. And I said, okay. And then they said, but secondary education's open. And I said, okay, cool. Sign me up. I'm ready to go. And then they said, you have to pick a major. And I'm like, I just picked a major in secondary education. They said, no, you have to pick a subject to teach. Okay, so they started rattling off the different names of subjects I could teach. They were like, physical education. No, I can't get off the floor, much less do anything physical education wise. I can't run down the block without like needing 911 called. So not going to happen. They said business. I was like, no, I wish I could run a business. I wouldn't be in education if I could run a business. So no, business isn't going to work. Math, I forget what like 3 times 3 is. I need to get like a calculator for everything. Math isn't going to happen. Science, no. Can't do science. They said health. Doesn't that kind of usually go hand in hand with PE? No. And then they said English, and I said, I can speak English, but I don't think I could teach it. What else you got? And they said history. I'm like, sign me up. I'll take it. It's like the lottery. Whatever. You found one. Yay. So I became a history teacher. The first day I had class, I fell in love with it. Okay. So I became a history teacher. And then I got obviously into education administration and did that for 11 years. They will work you until you drop. I was at every basketball game, volleyball game, football, soccer, track, musicals, band, everything. I would go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning and come home at like 10 o'clock at night. My son's first full sentence was, Mommy's at work. Remove the dagger from my heart this instant because I can't breathe. So when he turned 5, that was it. I said, okay, I am done with education. I put 20 years in with the state. Wait, that sounds like I was in prison. No, 20 years and I'm out. I have to be there for my own kids' education. So I decided that now was the time to focus on his education. And to the dismay of probably his teachers, who I drive crazy, he doesn't have any missing assignments. He always turns in his homework on time. He's a good kid. So I'm going to end with that because I'm running out of time. These videos never upload if I don't. So I will come back in just a couple minutes and continue where I left off. Be ready for part 2.